These latent supernatural abilities are part of your soul. You may have telekinesis, pyrokinesis, clairvoyance, or one of the many other supernatural abilities. You should all be proud of this. Consider them materialized powers of the soul. Grotesque creatures have lived in this country since ancient times. Also called demons and ghosts, they've been known to harm humans. Our supernatural abilities are the one and only power that can effectively respond to these ethereal threats. Looks like it's party time. Time to find out Toman and Valhalla ain't shit. Welcome, sir! Alright, you shits. I'm the one who's gonna be overseeing today's fights. The name's Hansen, and I'm from Ikebukuro's Criminal Black members. Well, that's enough chit-chat. Let's bring out today's stars! Alright, on this side!
Before we get started, I just want to allow my guests the chance to introduce themselves, basically tell everybody who you are, what you do, and where you're from, and then also tell us your top 2 favorite movies you recently saw.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Cedric Williams. I'm a voice actor. You may have heard me in anime such as Delicious in Dungeon. I play Kabru, Chitu in Hunter x Hunter, Yoshito Godo in My Happy Marriage, Senjurō in Demon Slayer, Dawn in The Promised Neverland, Leon in Pokemon Masters, Duck King in the new Fatal Fury, and a bunch of other cool characters. And my favorite movies that I've seen recently is Weapons and Superman.
Okay, how'd you feel about Weapons? Is that was a horror movie, right?
Yeah, I love horror films, man. So like,
me too. I love slashers.
It's so different. Like I love that we finally have like a new franchise to latch on to. Because they're already working on the prequel right now of like the lady that's in there, the crazy aunt or whatever she was, the grandma, whatever she was. It's going to talk about her backstory. But yeah, I loved how like it showed each character's perspective and how they all lined up. And then like the last part, I won't ruin it. Like when the stampede, that's all I'll say. That part was hilarious. And yeah, I love movies like that. Like I have voodoo in it or hoodoo or whatever you call it. And yeah, it was just really entertaining.
And you said you also seen that new Superman. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm usually a Marvel person. So I did see Fantastic Four and Superman. I probably had a little bit more fun with Superman because it's literally watching a comic book come to life. And I love James Gunn's style of filmmaking. And yeah, like it made Superman not so overpowered. Like he got beat up. Like we never see that. And Crypto was amazing. Lex Luthor was amazing. But yeah, Fantastic Four was good too. I mean, I love like how I love the dynamic of all the actors and all the family members of the Fantastic Four. And I just love seeing Galactus in all his glory. But yeah, I love superhero movies and horror films.
I gotta throw a little question in there. Did you see the last actor that played Lex Luthor? I think it was Jesse Eisenberg.
Jesse Eisenberg, yeah.
Which portrayal did you like better?
Between him and the new guy?
Yeah.
The new guy. Mm-hmm. I just felt he's Nicholas Hoult. He always has his performances are always really good. I first saw him in X-Men First Class when he was Beast. He's incredible. That dude is talented. He plays like jerk characters so good, and that's perfect casting for him. And in the new one, I think he's in Man of Tomorrow. If they keep that title, I think he's gonna have his robotic suit on, so he's gonna get his revenge on Superman. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Like, it's making me excited for DC because I am a Marvel person. Like MCU, I am caught up. I am. Like, I think I've only not seen 2 things from the MCU, and that's Echo and Black Widow. Everything else I've seen.
Crazy thing about that, I keep saying I'm a Marvel guy, but literally I feel like I stopped when Iron Man died. I haven't really watched
Endgame.
I haven't really watched any since then. But it's really been like the reviews, and then sometimes you see the movies and then they just doesn't feel like the old ones, like the ones that I was watching and then getting up to Endgame and watching that. To me, that should have literally kind of been the end, because I always felt like Iron Man was the franchise, and once you get rid of him, it's like, who else is going to take the mantle? I like seeing them try to use like Doctor Strange, which I thought in his movie they try to kind of make him have Tony Stark's humor, that kind of sarcastic type of humor that he has. And I don't know if I'm the only one that kind of feels that way, but I was like, it does just seem like they're trying to kind of make him like a new Iron Man, but
the new leader of the Avengers. Yeah. There's been some good movies post Endgame. Spider-Man, Wakanda Forever, Guardians 3.
I did see Wakanda.
And Deadpool Wolverine. Like there's been some bangers. Shang-Chi was good too. But yeah, like I get it though. Like they spent 10 years to build up that Thanos story.
Yeah.
And for Doctor Doom, they only put him in one post-credit scene, and his movie's coming up next.
It's like
I think Spider-Man's before Doomsday. Yeah, so we get Spider-Man, Brand New Day, then Doomsday.
I wonder if that's still possible. I think I just seen something. They say Tom Holland just got hurt like during filming. So I hope that didn't like mess up the like timing of everything.
Probably gonna push it back a little bit. It looks like Tom likes to do his own stunts, which is appreciated, but he is the star. He's got to be safe. So hopefully he has a speedy recovery.
For sure.
Yeah, because it was in the suit, so they can have a stunt double. He doesn't have to do it unless unless his mask is off. But I guess he wants to feel connected to the character. They're doing a lot of practical stuff, like practical swinging, not a lot of CGI. I've noticed, like when they were filming. So they're going back because they're like, we hear you. And if they listen to what the fans want, what we want a street level story. We want either Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield to make a return. We want a different villain that we haven't had before.
Give me a suggestion on a villain.
I want Mr. Negative.
Ooh, okay. That's a pick right there.
Because we already got Punisher and Hulk as in the movie as well. Mr. Negative can really affect Hulk to make him. This is all speculation. To make him turn back to Savage Hulk. And
I would love that, man.
We can even get Mr. Negative to open up, like if the symbiote is still in this universe, get that so we can get that black suit Spider-Man and get corrupted by the suit. Because it feeds off negative energy and aggression.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty cool. I would also like to see if they do a little bit more on explaining what they're doing with Robert Downey Jr., having him go from Iron Man to Doomsday. Like, I wonder like what the storyline is about that, but I don't know if they've already kind of like pit that out, but I don't know. I always said from my perspective, they probably just going to keep him in like the helmet the whole time. So where like you can hear him, but you see Dr. Doom. So it's kind of like, that's the only thing I can think of, because it's like, how are you going to tell me that's a different person? You know what I mean? Like, would he cemented one of the biggest roles, in my opinion?
What I hope they do. So this is speculation as well. I believe this Dr. Doom is a Tony Stark in another universe that was neglected, didn't have Howard Stark to raise him. And he, when he was in the cave in, when he got abducted by the terrorists, he ended up joining them instead, and he like became like a leader of Sokovia, or whatever, not Sokovia, whatever the what's the place that Dr. Doom is from? I forgot. Yeah, so this Iron Man took a different route, and he became evil and became Doom, because that Mark 1 kind of looks like a Dr. Doom.
Latveria?
Like a proto Latveria. Yeah, not Sokovia, Latveria. Yeah. That Dr. Doom mask could be a augmented Mark 1 suit that he had in Iron Man 1.
For sure. That low key.
And then they have Iron Man come back at the end to fight Dr. Doom. So we have two of them. Two Tony Starks. One Doom, one Iron Man. Like Spider-Man is just like on his last leg. Like everyone else is defeated. And then like Loki comes, opens up a portal, and then like Iron Man comes in, and then the mask comes off, and then Spider-Man's like, Mr. Stark, and then they fight Doom together.
I mean, that would be pretty epic, especially if they bring him back, because that's like one of those few characters that I've really missed.
I saw a video. Someone made a video of that scenario happening, so I didn't make that up. It was kind of like what they think would happen. So I kind of latched onto it. I'm like, oh, okay, I like that. I'm gonna make that a theory. Like that's gonna be in my mind when I'm watching Doomsday.
For sure, I think that will be an epic return for Iron Man. But for the two recent movies that I've seen, I think I asked you about it earlier. I just recently seen the Demon Slayer film, the Infinity Castle. It was amazing. Amazing animation. A lot of great fights. I got a new respect for Giyu as a Hashira. Like, I just feel like you don't really see him do a lot. Like, he does a little bit in the anime, but you don't really get to see him do as much until you get to see the movie. For my second one, I got to see The Conjuring Last Rite. I think that's right.
Oh, The Conjuring. Right. I haven't seen that one yet. Okay.
Oh, man.
It's good?
It's good, but they cannot ever beat the first one. The first Conjuring is just too good. I feel like when it came out, it just was amazing. And you can rewatch it and it still gives you that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This one, not bad. I'm not going to say it's bad or anything. I just feel like a lot of characters in here do things that make you be like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, I just don't understand a lot of the, okay, we hear something, let's go check it out. Why? Why are we doing that? Like, it's just a lot of things in this movie. And then for it to be coming from someone that you would think would have a little bit more sense in this type of environment, because
they've done this before.
You know what I mean? So
you keep falling for it, bro.
You be thinking like, what is going on? Like,
you've learned nothing.
But I think this was the last movie for their whole storyline.
Do a spinoff. Like, they don't need no more conjurings. Like, how many times can you conjure up something, you know?
I think that if they were going based on the whole Ed and Lorraine, because I didn't even know those were real people. I had to like look them up, but they were actually going around doing cases and stuff like that, which to me is kind of crazy, because it's like, what do you do when you have some weird shit happen in your house, and then like a random white couple come in and they talking about you got demons in there? Like, I just feel like, shit. Like, what do you mean? Like, but you know, I just feel like it's an interesting story. I think recently I heard that the comedian Matt Rife bought the house. Which
really?
I think you got to be on a whole nother tier to go ahead and buy the house. Like, I'm
crazy.
I'm not saying I believe in demons, but I'm one of those people, like, I haven't seen no proof, but once proof is shown to me, I immediately believe it. I don't need to test my faith or nothing. I heard something.
Yeah, hopefully you never have to see one.
Oh man, or even have to fight or deal with it. Like, but it's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to see it, but I would want to know if they existed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it'd be like,
so like when you see videos of like people being possessed and they're having an exorcism, do you think that's real, or do you think
I need to be in the room? That's bullshit. Until I'm in the room and I see this shit happening myself, it's bull crap. That's special effects. And but I mean, it depends. I mean, if you see them doing a exorcism and then the next day it's like a newspaper out and they like 3 or 4 people murdered in that room, then something happened. You know, I don't know if it was a demon, but something happened in there. Like, oh Jesus. But since we kind of talking about demons, I guess this kind of goes right into our first question. You are I would say a supporting character in the Demon Slayer franchise.
Small supporting character, yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about that character, and what does that character mean to you?
I actually had no idea that this character is actually a comfort character for a lot of people. You know, he's literally mini Rengoku. He doesn't fight or anything, but he's Rengoku if he was sensitive and didn't have any talent to fight. So a lot of people gravitate towards that. Because, you know, Rengoku is like fiery like this, you know, set your heart ablaze. And like Senjuro's like, hi, big brother. Hi, I'm I'm scared. But yeah, like he's that sort of character. Like he's so like when I got the role in 2020 during the pandemic, I mean, I watched a little bit of Demon Slayer, but I didn't know how big it was going to become. And I was just so grateful, like, to just be a small part of it. And, you know, um, I didn't know how much this character means to people. Just to be a part of that Rengoku family is I guess makes you an A1 character, even though he doesn't fight or anything. I've had people come up to me at cons and like want my like I had prints of Senjurō and they want me to sign that print, and I'm always surprised. I'm like, Senjurō? He doesn't have any major fights or anything. Like he's just in 2 episodes and like, he's shy and timid and scared all the time and sensitive. But they're like, that's my comfort character. He's so adorable. And like, it's that character that pulls on your heartstrings. And I guess, when people like mention my performance during that scene in episode 1, season 2, and in the movie, it connected with them.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Like, no matter how big or small a role is, like Sam Jackson, when he did that, I forgot what movie it was, but it was one of his first roles. He was robbing like a liquor store or something like that. I forgot. Is it Jungle Fever, I think? And he was only in that one scene, but he was so memorable that people loved that character that he did. So as an actor, you come in, no matter how big or small the character, you make the character memorable. And that's what I tried to do. I put my heart and soul into every character, no matter what they are, how big they are, how small. And yeah, so it means a lot to me because that's when I get to be sensitive and really like, be a little bro.
I feel like, are you a little bro now, or
no? I'm a big brother. I have one little sister.
Okay. So were you familiar with the franchise? Like, have you read the manga or anything before actually doing the part?
I'm actually not a manga reader.
Okay.
Don't hate me, fellow nerds. Like I love comics. But manga, like I had trouble reading it because it's backwards. I don't know how to like navigate the manga. I'm strictly an anime watcher, but I did watch a few episodes of it. And I did audition for other characters in Demon Slayer beforehand. I auditioned for Tanjiro and Zenitsu. Shout out to Zach Aguilar and Alex Lee, who do those characters so well. But yeah, that was early in my career. And, hopefully I'll be there with you one day with the lead character. One day.
Oh, for sure. But I feel like all the characters that I've seen that you've played on your list, I mean, you do really good of showing out on spotlighting these characters. Because
thank you. I try. Yeah. Thank you.
I already told you how I feel about you and happy marriage. So.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
For my next question, I want to ask you basically is, when was the moment you knew you wanted to be an actor, and what contributed to that?
My mom would tell me when I was 4 years old, The Jungle Book was on TV, and I would imitate The Jungle Book and like do all the songs. I would act it out. And back then when I was younger,
the original version, you talking about?
The cartoon, and I always loved to be the center of attention and make people laugh. I was the class clown in school, and I didn't know acting was an art form. I just wanted to be famous. But then I found out as an adult that acting is an art form. It's something that you have to love to do. You shouldn't do it just for fame. You should actually want to play a character and embody that character. So when I moved to LA, I was pursuing on-camera acting, and I was doing a lot of student films and indie films. And then every time a voiceover audition would pop up, it would interest me. And I saw a video one time. I tell this story all the time. I saw a YouTube video, and it was a guy who made a voiceover demo, and he was displaying all these voices that he did, and he was African American, and it was the first time that I put 2 and 2 together. I didn't know voice acting was a thing because I love cartoons and anime and video games, and so and I've always had a weird sounding voice. I was always made fun of for my voice. I would imitate SpongeBob all the time growing up, and that's the character that was my comfort character.
SpongeBob.
growing up. Yeah, I was actually watching SpongeBob before this interview. New episode I haven't seen.
You like the new stuff?
I do. I think they're on season 16 at the time of this interview. Season 16.
I give your props on that. Sometimes I watched a recent episode of SpongeBob and I couldn't understand what was going on no more. I'm like,
it's faster paced, and they're bringing up a lot of nostalgia, which I love. Like after season 12 on up has been incredible. Because they're doing a lot of interesting things, and a lot of new stories. So yeah, and then when I found out what voice acting was, I made a demo. I listened to podcasts, watched podcasts and interviews and stuff with my favorite voice actors. I studied, and then I submitted to agents and studios, and eventually started working. And here I am. Then I fell in love with it. Like it was always something that was in me, and God brought it out of me. Like I fell into my purpose. That's how I feel. Like I'm not where I want to be at yet, but I've had such a great journey so far. And I'm enjoying it every day, learning every day still. And I'm excited to see where it goes next because I'm having so much fun.
Have you had that moment like, yeah, this is what I was supposed to do?
Yeah, I feel at home. Like this career hasn't been easy at all. Like I still audition. I still don't get roles that I want. But I sometimes, I look back at what I've done. I look back at the new opportunities that I'm getting every single day. And I'm like, this is such a cool job. I'm so lucky and blessed to have this. I have nothing to complain about. There's so many people that want to do this, and I'm lucky enough to do it every single day. And I hope everybody who has this dream of being a voice actor has the chance that I have had so far, to live their dream too.
What do you find most rewarding about being a voice actor?
I actually found that out when I started going to cons recently. People coming up to me and like them loving these characters, like me signing their skateboards and their mangas, and like giving me gifts and stuff just for characters I've done. And I connect. They say they connect with my characters, and it's good to get that feedback sometimes because when you're performing and doing these characters and auditioning, a lot of rejection. You get the roles. Like you rarely ever see, unless you go on social media or watch videos of your performance. You don't know how people feel about you. And I do care about what the audience feels about my performances. That's why, like, every chance I get to act, I put everything into it, But yeah, so that's been rewarding for me, other people's reactions, and just that little kid that I used to be, when I was a little kid, I used to watch these cartoons. So that inner child, me, like, reliving some of my, like, being a part of franchises that I love, and being a part of anime, and like little Cedric is like, yay, I did it.
For sure. It's amazing.
So that inner child, that little, we all have that little kid within us that we're all little kids still. We're just adults, like with life, like we're still that kid, but life and age piled up on us, but we're still inside. We're still that kid. And so there's things that impacted us growing up. Like for me, it was SpongeBob and anime. Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon. Mm-hmm. And when I get to be in things like this, that younger version of me that's within is like so happy and like, excited to be a part of it.
I feel you. And I'm glad you brought up Pokemon because, man, to know you actually, the person that helped Ash actually finally get his championship is amazing.
Leon, about that, so we don't have any misconceptions. There are 4 Leon voice actors.
Okay.
Me, Alex Lee, Ty Jordan, and Alejandro Saab. Alejandro voices him in the anime. Alex Lee voices him in it was like a special episode, like a YouTube web series. Ty voiced him in a YouTube web series. I voice him in Masters, the game.
Oh, in the game? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not the anime. I don't want to confuse anybody.
Well,
so
okay.
We're all different, but we all contribute. We all are the champion, Leon, and we contributed to Ash's victory, but mine was in another universe.
How do you feel about being a part of the franchise? Because to me, if I was a kid right now, this would be amazing. One of the top tier things, because when I was a kid, Pokemon was one of the number 1 shows I always watched. So the fact that you actually got to be in it is amazing, and the fact that you got to be in it with Ash still as the main character, it's pretty cool.
So Pokemon is still like my favorite franchise. Like there's so like there are like so out of the franchises that I love the most and know the most about, SpongeBob, Marvel, Pokemon. Those are the three. So I still play it today. I'm all caught up on all the Pokemon. I play all the games. I collect the cards. And you know, it's a dream come true just to even be like a small part or big part of it or whatever. I'd love to do more in the anime. I've been in it a few times. I can't wait to like. I actually there's certain Pokemon I want to voice too because I buy all the merch. Like
that's pretty cool.
It is so important to me to be a part of this series because I love it so much. Like it's something that gave me comfort. I'm gonna say that a lot because a lot of these things do give me comfort. Something I can escape to and like just be a huge nerd over. Like I love being a huge nerd over certain franchises because I love buying merch. I love having it around me. It inspires me.
I feel you on that. I'm more or less the same way with Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball has always been my, I say, comfort. It's always been my escape. It's always been my adrenaline. It's been everything for me. So it's like one of those. I always rep, and to me, no matter what, if you're going to talk about the storyline, you're going to talk about the characters, I'm always going to rep Dragon Ball. It's always going to say it's the best. You know what I mean? I like your shirt. I like your jacket or your hoodie.
Thank you.
Are you a One Piece fan?
Yeah. It's probably the anime I've seen the most like episodes of. I'm still in Dressrosa, but Luffy as a main character inspires me. That's the type of main character I would love to voice one day because he's all about freedom. And who wouldn't want to be free? When he's in Gear 5, the happier, more fun he's having, the stronger he gets. It's not like Dragon Ball where the matter that they get, the stronger they get. The more fun he's having, like he's bouncing all over the ground, having Toon Force powers, and he always puts a smile on people's faces. And I can't wait till he becomes King of the Pirates. And so so like, when I wear this, like I feel empowered as Luffy. Like he's great, really great character.
Amazing character. I wish I'm one of those One Piece watchers and readers where like I'll be on it when I'm watching it, I'll be watching every episode, but then when I take a break, I take it a break. So right now I haven't really watched a lot of what's happening in Egghead. Are they in Egghead? Yeah, Egghead.
Yeah.
I haven't really been watching a lot that's been happening in Egghead, but I know because I've read the manga what's going on right now. So it's like I'm kind of waiting until they get to the part where Bonnie kind of gets more active with what's going on. Then I'll probably jump back into watching it. But I will say it's an amazing story for the fact that it's able to go as long as it has, and it hasn't felt like, okay, he's reusing this, or it just feels like we're still waiting to get to the moment. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
And you're sitting there like, I wonder what King of the Pirates really mean. You know what I mean? Like, what is he going to stand on top of all the pirates? Like, how what is this going to represent? And then the more you start to learn about like some of the secrets that's going on about this might be a big flood that's about to happen. Like, it's so much into One Piece that I have to give Oda his props. I mean, he's probably one of the best manga writers out there, but
of all time, yeah.
I just can't wait to see how it ends. I remember earlier, like probably like last year, they were talking about it might be ending soon, but the more I read, we got
8 more years. We got 8 more years at least.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm like, I do not feel like it's ending anytime soon. I feel like
we
there's
still
so
got
much more.
We have Laugh Tale. We still have the Great War, and then we have the epilogue.
And it's like we still haven't really seen Emu. Like, it's so much more. We need his background story. We need
him or her backstory. We don't even know if it could be female.
Could be or whatever. Like, it could be anything.
Could be Luffy's mother.
Oh, that would be really interesting. I mean, but kind of getting back on track about what our interview. What are some least rewarding things about being a voice actor? Some things you could live without.
Let's see. I would say for me personally, like, well, let's Let's see. Wow, I've never been asked this question before. Least favorite? I guess not getting a role that I auditioned for that I really want, and it goes to someone, the same person. Auditioning against people that have more on their resume or bigger followings, and like sometimes they'll go with that choice. Sometimes,
Okay, I feel that.
like, and we all, like, all of us, it's such a small circle, so we're always auditioning against each other. And I guess I would say that just like, yeah, the disappointment of not getting that dream role that you want so bad, but that's out of our control. If it's for you, you'll get it. So I've had to learn that.
I mean, and then you got to think about it. It's only so many big roles. There's only so many Ichigo roles or Midoriya roles and stuff like that, where I don't know if that's the type of characters you want to play, but I know in particular, those
I'm studying Johnny Bosch right now so I can learn his style of his voice style. He has a very like commanding presence about him, but he's good at being breathy as well. I haven't played a lot of fiery, hot-headed characters like Ichigo, so I'm studying him so I can get better at that,
For sure.
Deku, like me and Justin Briner, we already have similar voice types, like, so I would love to voice a character like Deku.
Oh man, and then My Hero's ending too, so at least you got a chance Vigilantes though to kind of play a character in there, so you get your opportunities. But
I auditioned for the lead character. I didn't get it though. It's all good though.
Oh man, I would have auditioned for it too. You know what I mean? But I know it gotta hurt when you don't get those roles and you're just sitting there like, damn. And I love that talking to a lot of you voice actors, y'all do seem like a tight community. Like you guys are always cheering on each other and stuff like that. So I know that part of being a voice actor party would take a little bit for me, because I know, like, just saying if this was Dragon Ball or something and this was a role I really wanted, and it's just like, I didn't get it. But now I have to be like, but I'm glad you got it. Like, I think
you're like,
I'm not saying I don't like you, but I'm like, I just don't like you today. But I feel that. So how do you get over that?
It's gratitude for what you've done already, and just looking forward to the future, because it's always going to be more roles. It's always going to be, you may not get your dream role, but there is a role for you that will fulfill you. So I've been kind of looking at it like that, God's plan. Maybe he didn't want me to have this role, but maybe he might have something else for me that will be better for me in the long run. So I'm starting to look at it like that. I'm still disappointed in the moment, especially because I really wanted that lead in Pokemon. I wanted Go so bad. I read for Go. I wanted Roy in Pokemon. Didn't get it. So those roles, not getting those really hurt. I just had to I had my moments of depression. I'm not going to lie. But then I had to I have a strong support system, and I just prayed about it and just looked at the bigger picture. Like, maybe I'm not ready for that type of role yet. Maybe I need to work harder. Maybe I need to get these smaller roles, build up endurance, and, live a little bit more so this character can be performed correctly,
For sure. So you're still just kind of waiting for that. It's going to be your moment type of
thing. Yeah. I'm not done yet. Like, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. I'm still in my training arc.
And then what's so cool about your voice, you still have such a young voice where I feel like you can probably doing these type of roles for a long time. You know what I mean?
Thanks, man. Thank you. It's taken a long time to love my voice. Like, I'm still getting used to it, actually. Like, my voice has actually gotten deeper. I'm actually going through adult puberty right now. It was a lot higher than this. So I've been trying to find ways to adjust to this new voice, because the older you get, the more you use it, the more your voice, your vocal cords get thicker, or they drop even more. So, but yeah, I could play a little bit older characters now, and starting to find where my voice, where the strength is, in the chest, and learning how to act from the heart, placing it in your chest where your heart is spiritually. A lot of that's a good way to ground your characters in your heart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so how would you want your voice to sound? Would you want it to be more deeper, or would you want it to be more higher? If you could choose.
I want a good middle ground. I want to be able to go high like this, but I also want to go deep like this when I can. You know, maybe a little deeper, maybe kind of like if I were to choose a voice, Alex Lee, his voice is so versatile. He can he could do a high pitched voice like Zenitsu, and then he could do Sung Woo in Solo Leveling. So yeah, he's someone, but his voice is so, you know, buttery smooth, you know. I'm a huge fan of Alex Lee. He's amazing. Yeah, man, he's so talented.
He brings Zenitsu to life. Like he's one of my favorite characters in Demon Slayer.
He's a great character, yeah.
And then I always tell people it's such the huge difference between Zenitsu and then Song Woo. It's like, and then I'm like, that's the same person. Like,
yeah,
amazing talent right there. For my next question, I kind of talked about it earlier. One of the main reasons I kind of wanted to talk to you is to kind of talk to you about Happy Marriage, which, to be honest, is probably one of my favorite Netflix animes right now.
Oh, snap. Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
How was it playing the supporting character like Godo, and who has recently, I think he's been promoted too, to now he's the main guy.
Growing up. So that was an interesting role because I think it was an offer to me. The casting director knew that I would be good as this character because she's heard my work before, and it's
so no audition, you just got that.
If I recall that, I don't even remember auditioning for him.
That's amazing. Okay,
but I've read. But how it works is you read for other things, and then so you don't audition to book the role. You audition to book the casting office so they can consider you for other projects. So that's how usually it goes. People know your work, and then they're like, "Oh, you'll be good for that." So for him, so the show, I was told by the casting director, or by the director, okay, so this show is very serious, Cedric, very grounded and serious, but your character doesn't have to worry about that. He could be fun, energetic, and loud. And I'm like, say less. And so I got to be myself. I got to have that moment of growth in season 2.
Yes.
And whatever happens in season 3 and beyond, he's so much fun. He will always just get in the way of his commander and his girl, kind of getting in the way and causing trouble. And he's just so funny. I love playing him.
Man, he's so cool, and to me, he shows how a loyal friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is. That's a good word, loyal. Yeah, he's very loyal.
Man. So, do you feel like that character? Do you relate to that character in any way?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge goofball. Back when I was in school, and my friends who were more popular, they had girlfriends. I'll always be the third wheel. Be like, hey, you kiss her? Oh, what? Oh.
I can feel you.
I see you, bro. I see you, bro. I see you. Oh, yeah. So that's how I used to be just like that. I used to be, just but I'm also really loyal too. If it's someone that I care about, I will be loyal to you. I will fight for you. I will be there for you. So, we relate in that sense too. His sense of humor, just his willingness to be a hero and just prove himself. That's a big thing too, proving himself. I feel like I've been having to prove. I'm still trying to prove myself. I feel like he's an underdog, and I'm an underdog, and I'm just trying to figure it out and trying to show people that that I'm good enough.
I can feel that, and that kind of hits with his storyline in season 2, where he's like, "You want to make me commander now?" And then you got the commander telling him, "You've been doing my job. What do you mean? You can do this." And I feel you, man. Do you think there's any misconceptions about voice acting?
Yes. The main one is voice acting is just doing impressions and just doing a character voice. And because when people ask me "Oh, you're a voice actor? What voices can you do? Can you do Darth Vader and SpongeBob and Elmo?" I'm like, yes, but that doesn't make me a voice actor. That's an impressionist, and there's already great voice actors that voice these characters. James Earl Jones is a great Darth Vader. Tom Kenny's a great SpongeBob, and I forget who voices Elmo. I think it's a new guy now. I'm like, that's not voice acting, that's imitating. Voice acting is just acting, and a lot of voice actors use their real voice for the character. What helps is a picture, and then whatever comes out naturally. The acting choices is what creates the voice. The voice is secondary. So yeah, that's a huge misconception, like that you can do a ton of different voices. A lot of people say like, wow, I want to be a voice actor so bad, but I can't do that many impressions or accents or anything. And I'm like, you don't have to. You're going to play characters that fit you. And sometimes it's just your voice. A lot of my characters are just my voice. I have the ability to do different types of characters and ranges, but I'm cast as this voice mostly. And if it's a side character, I get to prove like an extra character that they have me to do in the session. That's when you can like show what you can do, but you're going to play what you appear to be. And like, you can always stretch your range, but I'm saying initially you don't have to have all those different voices, acting comes first. And when you see a picture of a character, a voice just comes out naturally. So yeah, that's the biggest one I've noticed.
Do you feel like you ever had a humbling moment where you went in there with one mindset and realized, okay, this is much harder than I thought this was going to be,
Oh yeah. I would say for Kabru in Delicious in Dungeon. Okay, that was my chance to finally get a character that's not overly goofy, not comedic, has way more lines, and has the potential to be like a lead. And so I went in there and practiced like like locked in like I always would, but like, because I kept on asking God, like, hey, I'm with that lead character, and then God's like, okay, let me give you this character that has a lot of lines. Let's see what you can do with that. And I'm not gonna lie, I struggled a little bit in some of those episodes. I'm like, I've never had to read this much dialogue before. It's fast paced. Like, that was humbling. I'm like, okay, I need to really, I was locking in, but I was so nervous, so anxious because I was finally getting my shot. And I'm so glad that like it turned out great, thanks to my directors and like me locking in. But like, yeah, that was humbling because be careful what you ask for. You gotta be ready for it. So after that, I started doing a lot more vocal exercises, a lot more watching more anime, focusing more on just grounding myself and not letting nerves and anxiety take over,
Okay, so do you feel like what was contributing to you messing up reading was your anxiety or?
Oh yeah, and wanting it so bad. Yeah. And it was humbling because I see what it takes to do a character like that. And, so when it's my turn, I've already done it at this capacity to be ready for it,
For sure.
I read for Don too. That's another character I really wanted, but I didn't get. That was a dream character to voice Okarun. But shout out to AJ, who does a great job voicing him. But yeah, that anime has a ton of lines. Like he switches from serious to comedic. Like, man, like you gotta have endurance for that.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta be comfortable with your voice and your range. So yeah. Yeah, it was humbling because now I know it takes a lot for dubbing in particular. Like I've done like a lot of anime, but never to this capacity where it's this much dialogue and this much action. But yeah, I was able to pull it off though. And I'm ready. I'm ready for that shonen pro tag.
I'm glad you kind of brought up reading because that's one of the main things that kind of keeps me away from kind of doing voice acting because I'm dyslexic. And I don't know, like you weren't going anywhere with that, but I would just want to say that's always been my thing and be like having to do long dialogue and having situations where you're like, oh damn, now I gotta reread it because I messed up. Oh shit, now I gotta reread it because I messed up. So that's one thing I've been trying to get over as a fear of myself to be able to actually try to get into voice acting. But
so like I would say like when it comes to that, like if reading is a skill that you have to develop. Of course, we all know how to read, but but if you don't do it often, reading it and acting at the same time. And here's the thing for anime, they don't give you the script to the day of. So we're code reading everything. So for that, you got to practice. So, I don't read a lot. So I'm starting to get into audiobooks because I'll be reading way more and it'll prepare me for that lead to see like everything God's timing, you know.
For sure.
So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna build this skill up so I can get better and better. So when it's my time, I'm ready to go, because it is a skill you have to keep building, you know.
Yeah,
It's a muscle you have to work out.
and that's funny that you said that, because I've been recently getting to read more books, because somebody recently told me that at my job and been giving me books to read. And
It's good, man.
but personally, I've always read like a lot of manga. Like I read probably about 50 to 100 chapters a day of just random manga.
Oh my gosh,
you know what I mean?
that's a lot.
Man, I love manga. Like it's just so crazy. But then, like,
What's your favorite manga? Is it Dragon Ball?
Well, I love Dragon Ball, but the Dragon Ball manga hasn't been. It's the Z series has been over. The Super series hasn't come back yet, so it's like the Boruto manga has been amazing. I'm a huge isekai fan. I know it's
you like slime.
Oh,
and,
that's amazing.
SAO.
Mm-hmm.
What's another one? Overlord.
Overlord.
I love isekais too, honestly. Did you know Digimon is considered an isekai?
Yep. It will technically be. They're going to a whole nother world. So like that's
Minecraft
like
is too.
Oh, I haven't watched Minecraft or anything, like played the game, so I couldn't really tell you about that, but it possibly. But I just always thought the idea of isekai just to me makes the most sense. Like if I could die and go into a fucking fictional world where I can become the most strongest, why wouldn't I do that? Definitely. You know what I mean? Like I'm hoping that's what heaven is. Like shit. They'd be like, would you rather like forego heaven or to go over this world?
One of my favorite isekais is Jobless Reincarnation. I love that one. Have you ever seen that one, Jobless Reincarnation?
I think so.
I think it's called Muchikai Tensei. It has 2 names.
Is that when he has the black dog?
No,
and he's like,
I think when he's like alive, he's like a perverted dude, and then like he gets reincarnated in this fantasy world, and he's like a young boy, and he's like learning to be a mage. I've seen 2.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I love that anime. I mean, I want to finish it, but like what I'm watching so far, I love it. So sorry if I butchered the name for those who are fans of that anime, but I think it's Muchikai Tensei or Jobless Reincarnation. It's very good.
Have you watched the Seventh Prince?
Not yet. No, I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, you definitely gotta check that out. Right now, it's really good. It's one of those few where it's still an isekai, but I think they have great animation and the fight scenes are really good, and the manga is really great. So if you get a chance, you definitely gotta check that out.
It's Seventh Prince. Yeah, I think I have a friend that's in that, so I might have to check out that show.
For my next question, you were also in one of my favorite sports animes, Kuroko Basket. You have any fun memories of working on that project?
Yeah. So my character is obsessed with Kagami, like defending him and like, sort of like wanting to go up against him on the court. And Kagami's voiced by Zeno Robinson, who's a friend of mine. So it was funny to like be a character that's taunting his character, because it's kind of like I was like taunting Zeno in the booth. Like that was a really fun character. Another character that's like, kind of like a jokester, like high energy and just like sort of bratty. Characters I play so well. I'm not really a brat in real life. I don't know why I keep playing characters like that. But an instigator.
But you do it so well,
Thanks, man. Thank you. Chitu, kind of that. Whatever the first character it is that you voice will be your typecast for a while. So like that's the thing.
Yeah,
that's
interesting. Okay.
You sometimes get like different types of characters to like, that's what they'll test you out and be like, okay, let's see if they can do this. But yeah, your typecast will be like your first character usually.
So should you be a little bit more choosy with your first character?
Well, if it's your first role, like you
need to take whatever they give you.
You gotta take that role.
All right.
But yeah, like that was a fun anime. I'm glad they finally made a dub out of it. So
for sure.
After for so long, and I've always wanted to be a part of a sports anime because I really love Haikyuu. So.
Oh man, that is my favorite anime. Haikyuu. Oh,
that's your favorite anime? Oh,
Haikyuu. I mean,
I'm gonna rewatch it.
It's in my top 3, like, because I feel like if I say that, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But like, it's in my top 3.
Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna rewatch it.
Oh, it's so good. Have you watched the movie?
There's a movie?
of the Haikyuu volleyball?
No, I have not seen the movie. Okay, I need to start over. I'm starting over.
Oh, it came out last year. The Kurosano versus Nekama. Yeah, they finally had their battle.
Are they still going, or is Haikyuu over?
It's still going. I think it's gonna be another movie coming out next year.
Okay. Do you like it better than Blue Lock? Because Blue Lock's pretty good too.
The
soccer.
I like Haikyuu probably better because I am a Shoyo Hinata fan.
I love Hinata, and that actor's doing so good in Gachua Yakuda. Is that how you pronounce it, or Gachua Kuda? How do you pronounce it? I think he's the lead character in that.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that. But he's amazing in almost everything he does. I think he's also at Don't Leave Girls in Dungeons. He plays the main character in that too.
Oh, snap. He does that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's amazing. I would love to get to talk to him. Just to talk to him about Shoyo Hinata and how he plays him. And Kenma. Kenma is also one of my favorite characters from that show. I would love to talk to the voice actor. I think that's Clint Pickerman or something. But
those are Texas actors, so LA actors and Texas actors, we got our own like we like know each other, some of us, but like that's the separation like between Dallas and Los Angeles, like different cliques. But we all know each other. Like I'm friends with some Texas actors too. They do their thing at Crunchyroll. We do our thing for the studios here in LA. So yeah, and sometimes LA actors get to be in Crunchyroll animes, which is pretty awesome. That's how we're able to get into One Piece, because One Piece is a Texas anime.
Okay.
And like Dragon Ball, My Hero. Sometimes they give us a shot to be in some Texas anime, and it's always an honor to read for one of those.
For sure. I didn't even think about like that split and stuff like that. I thought kind of when they like pick Crunchyroll and Funimation all into one, it was kind of being like more remotely, like a lot of the anime projects and stuff. But then I also heard recently that they've been trying to get you guys to come more into the studios now, because that's where they can get the best sound,
the best performance. Yeah.
So I could feel that too. We're kind of winding down to my last two questions. For my next question, I want to ask you, this is more of a question you probably get all the time, but do you have any advice for anybody that wants to get into voice acting? I know talking to you guys, everybody's story is different. Everybody kind of gets in a different way. But based on what you've seen, what do you think is the best way for people to kind of get into voice acting?
Study acting first. It doesn't even have to be voice acting. It could be like theater or just on camera class, a scene study class. And then whatever medium that you want to be in, make sure you have knowledge of it. Like if you like cartoons, watch a lot of cartoons. If you want to be in video games, play a lot of video games. If you want to be in anime, watch a lot of anime. Study voice actors that you like. Study voice actors that have a similar voice to you. And the biggest advice I have is learning to love your own voice, because that's going to be your calling card. It's your unique print. Your vocal print is unique. Embrace it. Don't dislike it. Learn how to use it properly. Take care of it. And then don't give up, because there's a lot of rejection initially. There's a lot of huge expenses earlier on. Don't let that discourage you. Like the first expense is a demo, and that's thousands of dollars. And when you're a voice actor starting out, you don't have that money. So I didn't let that stop me. I made my own demo.
Okay.
And don't just be stuck to one genre of voice acting. There's so many different types. People want to do the cartoons and the anime and the video games. I get it, but there's audiobooks, commercials, promos, trailers, all that stuff. So
and I think they all pay more than anime.
Yeah, anime is not that much, but we love it. And we get to go to cons, and we get to play cool characters with cool backstories and be a part of great stories. So yeah, like you don't do it for the money. You do it because you love it.
For sure. And me personally, I couldn't imagine not doing it for the anime. And then I also feel like you kind of also get that chance to kind of make back a little bit of that doing cons when you get to meet people, get to sell merch and stuff like that. So
definitely, yeah.
Now for my last question is basically, what's left for you to do in the field of voice acting? What else do you want to do?
There's so much. Okay, I want to voice a lead shonen protagonist. I want to voice a lead villain. I want to do a video game with motion capture.
Okay.
I want to be a character in JoJo. I want to be a lead character in Pokemon. I want to be in Dragon Ball. I want to be in One Piece. I was already in One Piece, but I want to be another character in One Piece. I want to be in SpongeBob. I want to be in Avatar, The Last Airbender. One of those series that they have coming out. I want to voice a Ninja Turtle. I want to voice a superhero.
Okay.
Yep. Either Miles, Static, somebody. And let's see. There's so many. I think that's most. Oh, I want to voice a video game mascot character, like a Spyro or a Sonic the Hedgehog sort of character.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so I guess like becoming more of a, God willing, have a bigger platform, bigger influence, characters that reach a lot more people, and fulfillment. Just always challenging myself as an actor and becoming better and getting to play characters that teach me more about myself.
Okay. I feel like it's come for you, man. You have
Thanks,
a very
man.
humble personality, and I feel like that always get rewarded.
Thanks, man.
Playing a villain, that would be amazing. I always say that would be the thing
Villains
that
are fun.
I would love to do, because I always feel like villains get to express more. You get to see more from them. I feel like heroes are always kind of locked down. You know what I mean? Like we know what a hero is, and they cannot be outside of this box, because if they are outside of this box, they're not a hero. You know what I mean? So it's like, I would love to be a villain with that kind of like, is he a hero kind of Naruto feeling? You know what I mean? Where you're just sitting there like, what he's doing is fucked up. But when you hear why he did it, it's like, so I would love to do something like that. I've always been trying to kind of play with my voice a little bit now, just to kind of see what I can do with it. But I always find people who actually do voice acting to just be on a whole nother level, man.
It's all about like concentration. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's all about like, acting from the heart and just grounding yourself. And when you see that picture of that villain, you just sort of let that character come out of you, and you let the words just sort of come out the way they want to. Villains, we don't think we're evil. We believe what we do is good. I'm not evil. You're the one that's evil, because you're keeping me from my dream. You sort of lock in,
I feel it, man. Did you just, that was off the top of the dome?
Yeah.
You started looking down. I didn't know if you had like a little script.
Nope.
Like I was waiting for this. Oh, okay. That was pretty dope. I give you that. Oh, before we close up, is there anything else you want to talk about, or any other roles that you want to mention before we
I've done a lot of video games. One's coming out in October. So by the time this comes out, maybe it'll be out. I can't talk about it yet. Video games are kind of tricky. They take a couple years to come out.
Okay.
I just can't talk about any right now. But looking forward to Delicious in Dungeon Season 2, which has already been announced. I am going to a few cons. I'm going to start going to more cons. If you want me to appear at some cons in the future, let your local con know. Your boy will be there.
All right.
I do VTubing. I stream on Twitch as Adagio Hero VT. I'm a Sloth Hero VTuber. We play a lot of cozy games. We play a lot of fantasy, JRPGs, retro games. And my character's really chill and laid back. He's a cool Sloth Hero. And that's where I can connect with, my fan base a little bit, but as like a different entity, as this VTuber character. And it's really fun. I wish I had more things to like say what's coming up, but I can't talk about them right now. But be on the lookout. I'll be sure to let y'all know. I'm starting to be a little bit more. I'm gonna start being more active on social media again. I kind of don't do as much other. I've been focusing on the VTuber page a lot on Twitch and TikTok. Adagio Hero VT. Just be on the lookout. And when I get that lead shonen protagonist, I'll let you know, bro. Then maybe I can come back and we can chop it up.
No, for sure. Definitely. If you get that lead role, I'm going to be hitting you up. Like, finally. I believed in you, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
But before we close out, I just want to say thank you for coming along. I appreciate all the amazing work you do to bring some of our favorite characters to life. And with that, I just want to say thanks. You know what I mean? And this basically ends today's episode. Again, I want to thank my guests for coming on and chatting it up with me. I've had a lot of fun and learned so much more about the industry of voice acting, and hopefully you listeners did too. Before we close out, I just want to allow my guest the opportunity to plug himself, basically tell everybody where they can find you. Just give us your social media.
You can find me on Instagram at Cedric L. Williams, CEDRIC L WILLIAMS. On Twitter, or X, it's Ced Williams Jr. That's CEDWILLIAMS JR. My VTubers TikTok is Adagio Hero VT. That's ADAGIO Hero VT, and it's on Twitch and TikTok, same name. I also have a TikTok as well. I believe it's Cedric Williams. Is Cedric Williams VO? Hold on, let me check and see what the. I forgot my TikTok because I've been focusing on. Okay, hold on. I'm checking my TikTok right now. Oh, Cedric Williams VO.
Okay.
On TikTok, and yeah. So yeah, thank you for bringing me on today, and hopefully you guys follow my journey. A lot more to come, and I appreciate those who love my work. Thank you so much.
And with that, we end today's episode. I will have all his links and stuff posted below. So if you guys have any questions, or if you just want to tell him how he's done in Happy Marriage or Demon Slayer, you guys can go ahead and message him. And with that, I just want to say peace.
Peace.